Hello again, we're here to do some yoga. Come join me on your mats. We're gonna start in child's pose. So let's take the knees wide, bring your big toes to touch. Lay your arms out long and rest your forehead down and just find comfort in an extended child's pose. Be sure that your forehead is resting onto something. If it doesn't quite reach the mat, use a prop. And on that note, it'll be good to have a block and possibly a tennis ball if we decide to go that direction. I don't know yet, but have a block and get yourself into extended child's pose. I knew. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. And just allowing your hips to relax back towards your heels. Don't force the hips back to the heels, but just settle into a comfortable position here. Continuing to slow down and steady your breath, becoming more even. Nice full inhales to expand around your low back and your low belly. And just do that 2 more times. Allowing yourself to expand fully with your inhale and releasing with your exhale. So I'll take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale completely. And then I want you to walk your hands and your arms over to the right. And rest the left temple down towards the mat and noticing and tuning into the left side body. Take 1 more inhale and exhale here. And then lifting up and walking your hands now over to the left. Resting your right temple down to the mat. Now tuning into the right side body. Breathing in and 1 more exhale here. And then come back to center. This time tent your hands so the palms lift but the fingertips touch down. Rest the forehead down. Take just 1 more full inhale and exhale. And then I want you to come up to your hands and to your knees, spreading the fingertips wide, taking your knees under your hips. And then I want you to shift your hips once to the left, once to the right. And then settle into center. Now close the eyes again. We're going to move through 5 cat-cows, a nice way to warm up into a practice and warm up the spine. Round with that exhale and inhale. Drop the belly, lift the chin, keep your eyes closed. Breath is your guide, rounding again with your exhale. And inhaling, belly down, chin up. And just 3 more times. Always honoring your pace. Always honoring your limits. Modifying as needed, using props as needed. Let's take 1 more full inhale, belly down, chin up. And maybe this time with your exhale, exhaling through your mouth. And now settling back into that neutral tabletop. So what I want to do here is, I want you to curl your toes under, sit back towards your heels. Now take your hands one at a time, pull the pinky toes forward with the rest of your toes. And so we're setting up for puppy pose. Rest your arms out long again, and then rest your elbows down, forehead down. Now bring your palms together over your head here. Again, you're not forcing your hips too far back. I don't want you to create any tension in the feet, But do soften into the soles of the feet with the toes curled under. And with your hands in prayer over your head, set an intention. Setting that intention, and once it is set, go ahead and lift your upper body. Lengthen your arms out long. Lift your hips up a little bit. Take your gaze and your head left and right one time under each arm. And then round forward, uncurl your toes, take the hands back under your shoulders, gently tap the tops of your feet, taking your head left and right again. And then settle back into that neutral tabletop. Now just a few times, slow, steady breath, rounding your whole body any way you like. Just a nice full body unwind. Losing track of that idea of right and wrong here. Just move and groove in any way you choose that feels good and allows you to feel like you're unwinding, working out your kinks, in other words. Okay, now I gotta do something here. Okay, all right, now I want you to take your right leg long and curl the toes under. You should feel that in your right lower leg. Give it a couple breaths. Give it just a couple breaths to lengthen and soften. And then we're going to take it to gatekeeper. So I want you to use your lower left leg to angle and help your balance as you roll yourself open to the right, finding the outer edge of that right foot, lifting your right arm up, lifting your gaze. And then decide if you want to engage your core and lift your right leg. That's an option. Otherwise, keep your right foot down. Take one more full inhale. Exhale, bring it back to your hands and knees. Square off the hips and the shoulders. Second side, take the left leg long. Curl the toes under. Keep the gaze down as you shift your weight back. Couple breaths again to lengthen and soften the left lower leg. Unwinding from all the hiking, cycling, etc. All the activities we love to do. And then we're going to open it up to gatekeeper, second side, turning to the left here. Open up to the left, lift your left arm, lift your gaze, pause. And then if you lifted your top leg on the first side, do it again here on your second side. Keep the breath slow and steady. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring it back, hands and knees, squared off hips and shoulders. And then either take a cat and a cow or unwind again, the way we did earlier. Taking two more deep breaths. Just your final unwind before we start to pick up our practice a little bit. Okay. With your next exhale, bring it back to neutral. Make sure your fingertips are still spread wide and that your hands are shoulder width. Begin now to curl the toes under and then lift yourselves into downward facing dog. Paddle out the feet to begin. Bring it back to your breath. Keep it slow and steady. And then pause and be still. Down dog, fingertips wide, head down, heels down. Breathe in, breathe out. And slowly with your next exhale, walk your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold once there. Separate your feet in, bend your knees, let your head hang heavy, and then grab opposite elbows. Shift to the left once, and then to the right once. And then come to center. Release your arms. Keep that head hanging heavy. Keep that bend in your knees. And with your next inhale, round up slowly one vertebra at a time. Bring the arms up, bring the gaze up, and with your exhale, rest your palms down. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, take those arms back up, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees as needed. With your inhale, lengthen your spine so your heart moves forward and your shoulders back. Exhale, rest your hands down. I want you to step back to plank position. Pause in plank. Find your breath. Allow your shoulder blades to get wide. Relax your face and your jaw. Take one more deep breath in, and then we're going to move through a modified sun salute. Exhaling, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhaling then up to baby cobra. Exhale, lower the chest down, curl the toes under. Inhale first to your knees, and then exhale brings you back to down dog. With your inhale, lift your right leg up. With your exhale, bend the knee and circle it slowly. One big circle in each direction. And then lengthen the right leg up. Keep your head heavy. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose, and then gently land the right foot between your hands. And then lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. Take your hands behind your right knee and move the right knee forward, but keep your shoulders moving down and back. Breathe. Relax your foot. Root down through the right foot. Don't grip your mat. One more full inhale. And now full exhale. Hands come down to either side of your right foot. Curl the left toes under. Lift your left leg first. You might like a block here. Okay, you might want to block just inside your right foot because now we're twisting to the right. Right arm comes up, lift your gaze, keep reaching through your left heel. Take one more deep breath in, and then exhale. Hands come down, block off to the side if you were using it. Inhale, float the right leg up and back, but drop your crown. Exhale, land your right foot down. Inhale, I want you to come forward to plank again and pause. Breathe. Take one more full inhale. Exhale, land. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift back up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, chest down, curl the toes under. Inhale to your knees. Exhale, bring it back to down dog. And now your next inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee and circle it one time slowly in each direction. Then level the hips and flex the left foot, breathing in. Exhale, draw the knee into the nose, and then gently land that left foot between the hands. Come down to your right knee and uncurl the toes. Take your hands and rest those hands behind your left knee. So the left knee moves forward, the shoulders move down and back. Soft gaze. Long, steady breath. One more full inhale. And then exhale, hands down. Curl the right toes under. You might like your block here. Lift the right leg first. Get your right hand in position inside that left foot, and when you're ready, twist to the left. Look towards your left thumb. Breathing in. Exhale, hands down, block off to the side. Inhale, float that left leg up and back, drop your crown. Exhale, land your left foot down. Once again, inhale, round forward, find plank and pause. Allow the shoulder blades to get wider. Breathing in. And now exhale, landing, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, the chest comes down, curl the toes under. Inhale to your knees first, and then exhale, come to down dog. I want you to take 3 slow, steady, full rounds of breath. Head down, heels down, pausing, breathing. As you approach your third exhale, decide if you're stepping or floating to the top of your mat, and we will meet there. Forward fold, long spine with your inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold again, head down, bend the knees if needed, and an inhale is going to round you slowly back up. Bring the arms up, bring the gaze up, and exhale, rest your palms down in front of your heart. Take a full inhale and exhale. Once again, arms up, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Look forward with your inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, and I want you to step back this time to down dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee to your right elbow. You can keep it here, or one time with your next inhale, lower it down. Exhale, pull it up, and then land your right foot outside of your right hand. Your right toes should be pointing straight ahead. And your right knee should be hugging your shoulder. Your left leg is still lifted. Feel the inner thighs here. Keep reaching back through your left heel. Lift your chin and gaze forward. Take one more deep breath in. And now exhale, come down to your left knee, uncurl the toes. Take your right hand now to the inner right knee and press the right leg away from you into external rotation, bringing your gaze over your right shoulder. Chest up, chin up. Notice now your outer right hip flexor. Okay, take another full inhale. Allowing for softening, exhale. Land both hands back inside the right foot. Draw the right knee back to the shoulder. Inhale, lift your left leg first, and then float your right leg up next. Exhale, land your right foot down. Second side, take the left leg up. Exhale, take that left knee to your left elbow. Either stay here, or one time, inhale, lower the knee down, and then exhale, pull it up. Then gently land your left foot outside of your left hand. Palms down, left knee hugs the shoulder. The right leg stays lifted. Now lift your chin and gaze straight ahead. Pause, breathe, and notice the inner thighs, the adductors. For one more deep breath in, allowing those to lengthen here. Now we exhale, lower the right knee, uncurl the toes. And take the left hand inside the left knee, pressing the left leg gently and mindfully into external rotation, gazing over the left shoulder. Noticing the outer hip here. Breathing, softening. One more full inhale. And now exhale, both hands back down to the mat. Bring that left knee back to the shoulder. Inhale, lift your right leg first, and then your left leg comes up. Drop your crown. Exhale, land your left foot down. Pause in down dog, breathing in, full exhale. Now, I want you to look at your hands and either step or float your feet wide to your hands, top of the mat. So your feet are as wide as your mat. Angle the toes out and the heels in, and this is where we're going to drop to Malasana. So modify as needed. You might either sit on a block or I should say, your hands can come out in front of you or your hands come to your heart, but modify as needed. The goal here is to soften the hips, the outer hips. So find comfort, and you should feel like your hips are softening and unwinding. Breathe, 2 more deep breaths. Soften your face, your gaze, your jaw. Make sure your upper body isn't rounding forward, but that the spine stays long. One more inhale, one more exhale. And then release your hands and lift your buns, coming to a forward fold. Now parallel your feet and bend your knees a lot. Let your head hang again. Grab opposite elbows with the other forearm on top. Shift to the right, shift to the left, one time each side. Come back to center, release your arms. Your head's still heavy. And then again, use your entire inhale to round up one vertebra at a time. Bring the arms up, bring the gaze up. Exhale, palms down. Okay. Take those arms up, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your palms. Now this vinyasa is up to you. You can modify as we've done before. You can skip it all together. Coming to plank. If you're moving through, exhale, lower down to chaturanga or your belly. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, take the right leg up. And exhale, land the right foot gently between your hands. Find the outer edge of your left foot here. And I want you to come up to Virabhadrasana Warrior 2. Make sure your right knee is at 90. Flip your palms. Soften your shoulders. Unclench your toes and breathe. One more inhale. And now with our exhale, I want you to straighten out your front leg and reverse your triangle. So we're going to do this again, but we're going to add on to it. Inhale, lift up, bend your right knee, lean forward, left hand meets the right. Exhale, draw the left arm back, straighten the right leg, reverse your triangle. We're going to do that one more time. Lift up, bend the knee, lean forward, left hand meets right. Exhale, draw the left arm back, straighten the right leg, reverse your triangle. Now lifting up, bend your right knee, land your hands, lift your back heel. Float your right leg back, find plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, bring it back to downward facing dog. Second side, lift your left leg up. As you exhale, gently land that left foot between your hands. Find the outer edge of your right foot. And inhale, lift up to Warrior 2. Make sure the left knee is at 90. Palms face up. Rest your shoulders down. Soften your gaze. Steady your foundation here. One more inhale. And now exhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten out that left leg, reach for whatever's behind you. Now inhale, lift up, bend the knee. We lean forward, the right hand meets the left. Exhale, draw the right arm back, straighten the left leg, reverse your triangle. One more time. Lift up, bend the left knee, lean forward, right hand meets left. Exhale, draw it back, straighten the left leg, reverse your triangle. Now lift up. Bend your left knee, land your hands, and lift your back heel. Inhale, float that left leg back, find plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath again. 3 full rounds of breath. Bottom of the third exhale, either step or float to the top of your mat. Once again, from there, lengthen your spine, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Gentle bend in the knees again. Your next inhale, rounding up 1 vertebra at a time again. Arms up, gaze up. Exhale, palms down. Take a full inhale. Exhale, float your left leg back and turn to the left. Toes out, heels in. Temple pose. Bend your knees, rest your hands once again to externally rotate your legs and soften into the hips. Make sure your breath stays steady. Explore a little left and right. Wiggle your toes once you're centered. Make sure you're not gripping your mat. Breathe in, just one time each side. I want you to exhale. Lower your head to one side or the other. Inhale, then lift back up. Exhale, lower to the other side. This time we're going to lift up. We're straightening out the legs, the arms come up, gaze up. And exhale, palms down. All right. Angle your toes, bend your right knee, and float the left foot up to meet the right. Breathe in. We're going to do that one more time. This time, exhale, float your right leg back. Turn to the right, toes out, heels in. Bend your knees again, rest your hands. Now this time we're going to do it slightly different. Okay? Set up your temple pose, knees over ankles at 90. Instead of dropping down this time, we're going to lift up 2 times. So keep your legs externally rotating. Bring the arms up, bring the gaze up. Exhale, palms down, maybe drop your hips down a smidge. Wiggle your toes, don't grip your mat. Arms up, gaze up. Exhale, palms down. Now, straighten out the legs. Angle your toes, left toes point straight ahead, bend your left knee. Float the right foot up to meet the left. Take a full inhale and exhale. Now bring your arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Look forward with your inhale. And now exhale, let's float the left leg back. So this is where I want to get into the hamstrings more. You're going to want 1 or 2 blocks if you're tight in your low back and or your hamstrings. We're going to start with a bend in the right knee. Okay? And then we're going to straighten out the front leg. So, as much as you can. Notice, I'm tight and I keep a bend in my right knee. Using blocks as well. Okay? I want your right toes pointing straight ahead. I want your back heel to stay lifted here in pyramid pose. And move the shoulders back so your chest moves forward. Okay, so using the breath. I want you to bend the knee with your inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Use your exhale to extend and lengthen your front leg. Lower your gaze but lift your shoulders. 2 more times. Inhale, bending the knee, look forward, shoulders back. Exhale, extend your front leg, lower your gaze, but lift your shoulders. 1 more time, bend the knee, look forward. Exhale, extend, lengthen the front leg, lower the gaze, lift your shoulders. All right, now here, inhale, bend, take your blocks or props with you. And I want you to hop up onto your right leg. There can still be a bend in this right knee if needed. Your hips are level, your head is heavy. We breathe in here and now exhale, tap the left knee behind the right, rounding the spine. 2 more times, kick the left leg up. Exhale, round and tap. 1 more time, kick the leg up. Exhale, round and tap. Now, I want you to land the left foot behind the right. Your legs are twisted and there's a bend in both knees. Let your head hang, maybe shake it out. You'll notice this isolates the left hamstring. Give it a couple breaths. Give it just a little time to lengthen and soften. 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. And now, take your block. I want you to line the block up with the outer edge of your left foot. So our transition is into Ardha Chandrasana. So I want you to take your left hand to the block, stand firm on this left leg, unwind the right, and open it up to half moon. Flex your top foot, reach to the right heel, reach to the right fingertips. Soften into your hips, stay strong in that standing left leg, maybe lift your gaze. I want you to take 1 more deep breath in here. Exhale in, forward fold. Take a full inhale and exhale there. Let your head hang. Okay, ready for second side. Just take your hands up above your knees. Move your chest forward, your shoulders back with your inhale. Now exhale. Land your hands and float the right leg back. Setting up for pyramid pose. using blocks. Start with them on either side of the left foot. With the left knee bent, take a full inhale. And then we move into pyramid by straightening mindfully the left leg. Move the blocks back. And keep your back heel lifted. Okay, so 3 times using the breath. Inhale, bend the left knee and look forward. Chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, extend your front leg, lower your gaze, but lift those shoulders. Again, inhale, bend the knee, look forward. Exhale, extend. Keep the back heel lifted. One more time, bend that left knee and look forward. Exhale, extend. All right, now bend the left knee again. Take your props with you, ahead of the left foot now. And when you're ready, hop up onto that left leg, come into your standing split. Head hangs heavy, the hips stay level. Breathing in, exhale, round and tap. 2 more times, kick the right leg up. Exhale, round and tap. 1 more time, kick that right leg up. Exhale, round and tap. Now, gently land the right foot behind the left. Your legs again are twisted. There is a bend in both knees and your head hangs heavy. Maybe shake the head or wiggle the head left and right. But let the focus be on softening now this right hamstring specifically. Breathing 1 more full inhale and exhale. And then setting up for our second side of Ardha Chandrasana. So I encourage you to use a block or prop here. You're lining it up with the outer edge of your right foot. Okay? Take your right hand onto that block. And then when you're ready, begin to unwind, this time opening to the left. Your left leg floats up. Flex that foot. Adjust your block or prop to the height that feels good and is appropriate for you. Opening up your heart, your hips, maybe lifting your gaze, and breathing 1 more full inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Separate your feet if you like, props off to the side, move to the left, to the right. Breathe. All right. Let's inhale again, the hands above the knees, move your chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, land your hands. Decide if you want to vinyasa here or not. If you are, move fluidly. If not, hanging down dog, which is where we will all meet. Next exhale, bring it to down dog. Full inhale, head hangs heavy. And now exhale, I want you to come back to child's pose, but drop your knees. Keep the knees together, bring your big toes to touch. Sit your hips back to your heels. This time rest your arms alongside your legs, your forehead resting down onto something. Just making a nice tight ball with your body and taking 3 deep breaths. One more inhale, 1 more exhale. And then I want you to come up. So, where we're gonna go from here, we're gonna come into frog pose. Before we do, we're gonna prep our hips and adductors 1 more time. And to do so, come to your hands and to your knees. Lift your right leg and circle it 2 more times, big slow circles, 2 more times each direction. Okay. Once you've circled the right knee, And leg 2 times each direction, drop that leg down and switch over to your left side. So lift the left knee, circle it 2 times each direction. Come down to the left knee, and then it's important, in my opinion, that one has extra padding under their knees for this one. So I take front edge and back edge of my mat and pull them in towards center. And then you're taking your knees as wide as you comfortably can, okay? Now it's really important to look back and make sure that the inner edges of your feet, look at my feet, notice the inner edges of my feet are touching down and my heels are in line with my knees. Not too far out, pull them in. Inner edges of the feet are down and the feet stay flexed. So this one takes time to unwind and settle into. One slow step at a time. Drop down to your forearms. Keep your feet flexed. Keep your breath slow and steady. Tune into those inner thighs, those adductors, as well as the hip flexors on the outer lateral anterior hips. Okay, feet stay flexed, breath is long. Take a full inhale. Now with your exhale, mindfully shift your hips back until you feel that resistance and enough resistance. Don't push too far. Use your inhale to come forward and use your exhale to move your hips mindfully back to that point of resistance. 2 more times. Inhale, come forward. Your feet should still be flexed. Exhale, hips move back. 1 more time. Lean forward with your inhale. Now, bear with me here. Exhale, shift your hips back. Keep your hips back. Maintain a steady breath. Keep the flexion of your feet. And take 3 more deep breaths. Pause in this moment of resistance. Be willing to let go into the resistance. Okay. 1 more deep breath in. And 1 more full breath out. Now, come forward out of that resistance. Begin then to come up to one hand and then the other, lifting your chest. Now, bring your big toes to touch behind you. Sit back to your heels and lengthen your arms out long and come back into that extended child's pose that we started in, and take just 1 deep breath in and full exhale. Then lift your upper body, take your hands under you. Walk yourself back, guide those knees together. This is where you might want a block or 2. Okay, unfold your mat. We're gonna stay down. We're not doing any more standing or vinyasa-ing. I encourage you to have at least 1 block under your butt, maybe 2. Okay, modify or prop yourself any way that you're able to sit comfortably, hopefully, onto your knees. Okay. And then I want you to take your arms up into cactus. So your elbows are at 90 and your fingertips are spread wide. Now keep your sits bones rooting down. Lift your chin. Tune into your heart. Open your heart. Take 1 more deep breath in. Now bring your gaze straight ahead. And with your exhale, I want you to take your right arm under your left. So we're getting into the upper back now and the shoulders. So you can either eagle your arms or wrap your arms around yourself, whichever is more comfortable, so that you can comfortably soften your upper back and your shoulders. I want you to drop your chin down towards your chest. Now, if it sounds good to you, you're welcome to round your whole body forward, resting your arms onto your legs and your head down. Otherwise, stay up, whichever feels better for you and your body. 1 more deep breath in and full exhale. and then open back up. Cactus arms. Elbows at 90, hands in line with elbows, fingertips wide. Lift your gaze, open your heart, breathing in. Now exhale, gaze forward, second side, the left arm moves under the right. Repeat what you did on the first side, either eagle arms or wrap your arms around yourself. Okay, get your arms in a comfortable position. Start by then exhaling the chin down to the chest. And then if you rounded forward the first time, do it again here on the second. Take one more deep breath in and full exhale. And let's open back up with that next inhale, cactus arms, lift your gaze, open that heart. And now exhale, take your hands down, take your block out from under you. I want you then to come over onto that right outer hip and swing your left leg around, so now you're seated. Your left leg is about 35 to 45 degree angle from your pelvis or your hips, and your foot stays flexed and your sits bones rooted. So now lean towards that left foot. Lower the arm with the palm facing up. Now lift your chest and your gaze. And when you're ready, lengthen. The right arm over the ear, and I want you to rotate the wrist as many times as you like in each direction. But I want you to focus more so on lengthening into this right side body, more specifically into that right lower back. One more full inhale. One more full exhale. Now lift up and switch your legs. Right leg now at an angle, keeping the foot flexed, keep your sits bones rooting. Sit tall, and then when you're ready, lean towards the foot, lower the right arm, palm faces up. Then lift your chin, your chest, your gaze. And then when you're ready, lengthen the left arm over your ear, rotating that wrist now a couple times, as many times as you like in each direction. Tune in and soften along the left side body, more specifically into the left lower back. One more full inhale and full exhale. And then lift up, and we're going to go into a deeper twist here. So start by taking the left knee, line it up with your midline or your navel. And then two options. Depending on how tight your hips are, you can either rest the right foot outside of the left knee. However, if this right hip wants to rise up, you're lengthening that left leg out long in front of you so that both hips and sits bones root. Okay? I'm going to do it modified with the bottom leg extended. We're twisting to the right. Take your right hand behind you, lift your chest. Now, either rest your left hand or bring that elbow to the outer top knee. Twist to the right, slowly originating the twist from the base of the spine. Slowly allowing that head to come around. The gaze comes around towards whatever is behind you. Keep your chest up but your shoulders down. Take one more full inhale and full exhale. And then come back around. Now, I want you to lean back, half Navasana, feet flexed, bend your knees, lift your arms, lift your gaze, open that heart. Maybe take it further into full Navasana and lift your legs. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, switching now second side of twist. Right knee in line with midline or navel. Bring that left foot to the outer right knee, and again, if this left hip wants to rise up, lengthen the right leg out long so both hips and sits bones root down. Sit tall. We're twisting this time to the left. Left hand behind you, either right hand or elbow to outer knee. Spine long, shoulders down, chin up. Slowly twisting to the left. From the base of your spine towards the neck and the head, coming around last. Take one more full inhale and exhale completely. And then come back around. One more round, half Navasana or full Navasana. Draw the knees in. Look over your toes, flexing the feet. Lift your arms. Maybe lift your legs. Keep your heart open, keep your breath long. Put a smile on your face. One more inhale. Now with your exhale, bring the soles of the feet together a ways out in front of you and come into a very modified star pose. Your arms under your lower legs. Rest your forehead down towards your mat. Close your eyes. You're rounding your spine here. Take 2 more full rounds of breath. This should feel fully restorative. One more deep breath in, one more full exhale. Arms out from under the lower legs. Guide your knees together. And now come onto your backs. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock to the left. Rock to the right, massaging your low back, closing your eyes. Okay, so now I want you to cross the right leg over your left leg and take your hands, either reach for your knees, your shins, your ankles, or maybe your feet, the outer edges of your feet. Rest your shoulders down, keep your eyes closed. Your head and shoulders are resting down, and you're mindfully drawing the legs just slightly closer to your chest. Getting into the right outer hip and even the inner thigh here a little bit. One more full inhale. And exhale, unwind. Switch up the legs. Left leg now over the right. Take your hands, reach where you comfortably can. Knees, shins, ankles, or feet. Shoulders and head rest down. As you mindfully draw the legs a little closer to your chest. One more deep breath in. And now exhale, unwind, bring it into happy baby. Flex your feet, deep bend in the knees. Make sure your elbows are inside of the knees and your hands reach for the outer edges of your feet, or maybe your ankles, or maybe it's your shins or your knees, where you can comfortably reach. Try to keep the low back rooting down on your mat as well as your shoulders and upper back. Keep your feet flexed. You can rock left and right. Maintain that steady breath. You could also maybe want to extend mindfully one leg at a time, drawing the opposite heel in towards your butt. Okay, just maybe explore that if that's interesting and available to you. Take 2 more deep breaths here. All right, now bring both knees back into your chest. We're gonna keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Keep the left foot flexed, shoulders down, face soft, eyes closed. With your next exhale, switch up the legs. Right leg long, left knee in. One more inhale. Now exhale, I want you to release the left leg down. Our final pose is going to be fish pose. I want you to take your elbows down onto the mat, lift your hands and make a fist with each hand. Now really root down through the elbows. Those are going to lift you up onto the tip-top crown of your head. Tip-top crown, not far back on the head, but the tip-top crown. And so your chest is lifting. There's very little pressure on the crown of your head. Now you can stay here, or you can take it a step further and lift your legs. And maybe then lift your arms, palms together. Breathing. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Start by lowering your legs down, then your elbows lift you back up and off of the crown of your head. And now we're ready for Shavasana. So get your upper body settled down. Let the shoulders go wide. Maybe wiggle your upper body and settle in with the upper body first, and then the lower body, separating, lift your butt and then get your lower body in a comfortable position as well. Separate your feet so that they're as wide as your mat. Once you're comfortable here, take a nice full inhale through your nose and exhale completely through your mouth, and just allow yourself to deflate completely of all feeling, of all sensation, allowing and becoming void. Become completely void of all feeling, all sensation. Let everything go. Sinking into a state of being. Find freedom there. Complete ease, complete peace, and complete freedom. And now begin to deepen your breath again, just slowly. And then begin to start wiggling your fingertips, wiggle your toes. With an inhale then, lengthen your arms long over your head and get really long. Reach through your fingertips, your hands, your palms, and also your toes. And with your exhale, roll over to your right side. Lie in a fetal position for a full inhale and exhale. And And then bring yourselves up to a comfortable seat. Maybe resting a block under your butt. And then when you're ready, take your hands in front of your heart. Rest your chin to your chest. Take your intention with you into your weekend. Continue to be well. Stay healthy. Stay free. Stay at ease and in peace. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Namaste.